we are looking at 30 questions from the dilemma of a ghost. And let's look at number 1. What was Eulalie's reaction to the drum roll in Africa? And then the answer: she was really scared because she thought it was witch hunting. Okay. Now let's go on to question number 2. What was Nane's reason for disapproving Ato's marriage? And the answer: she claimed Ato had married a slave, which she found unacceptable. Question number 3. What is the name of the second woman? And the answer is Abba. Okay. I think in the story, first woman at a certain point in time referred to second woman as Abba. All right. So you can find that out. Question number 4. Who is the master scholar in the dilemma of a ghost? So in the dilemma of a ghost, Ato was usually referred to as the master scholar, okay, because he was the only person who had been able to receive education from the United States, okay. All right. Who was the ghost and what was his dilemma? Okay, so someone will ask, who was the ghost? So the answer: in Ato's dream, a boy and a girl sang about a ghost. In the lyrics of the song, or in the lyrics of that song, a ghost was in a dilemma whether or not to go to Elmina or Cape Coast. Okay, so that is about the answer to that question. Question number 6. What literary device can be found in the statement, already naughty slumber is stealing over my senses? And the answer here is personification. Okay, so first of all, what's the meaning of naughty slumber is stealing over my senses? Slumber actually means sleep. Okay, so the said individual who made this pronouncement was trying to say that, oh, sleep is like the person was about to fall asleep. Let me put it that way. Okay, so sleep is stealing over my senses, and we all know that sleep cannot steal. All right, so here sleep is being made to act in a human-like nature. Okay, let me put it like that. So here we say that this literary device is actually personification. Okay. All right. Then let's move on to the next question, which is question 7. Why did Ato slap Eulalie? Okay. So in the drama, Ato slapped Eulalie. So what was the reason? Let's go on to the answer. She called Ato's people savages with no understanding. Okay, she actually disrespected Ato's people. That's the simplest answer you can give here. Now number 8, who is Ebo? Who is Ebo? And then the answer: Ebo is a young Ghanaian graduate and also the main character. Okay, Ato was being referred to as Ebo, okay, by some of his family members. All right. Okay, so let's go on to question number 9. What did Nana mean by saying, Ato, do not talk with the foolishness of your generation? All right, so Nana said, Ato, do not talk with the foolishness of your generation, while he was trying to explain his marriage to Eulalie. All right, so what did she mean by that? Okay, so the answer: she meant that Ato was ignorant of ancient wisdom. Okay, she meant that Ato didn't know anything about Ato was not wise. Let me put it that way. All right, let's go on to the next question. Who informed Mame that Eulalie had thrown away the snails? Okay, so in the drama, Mame actually gave some snails to as a gift to Ato, and since Eulalie didn't like the gift, she tried to throw it away, okay, at the blind side of Mame, okay, and then Monka actually saw the whole ordeal, and in fact informed Ato's mother, okay. So the answer here is Monka. Now, number 11, what are the main themes of the dilemma of a ghost? Okay, so these are some of the themes. First of all, we have cultural differences. All right, then we have a theme of tolerance, and then we have the next one, we have marital conflict. Okay, so these are all themes which can be explored in the drama. Question number 12, what opinions did first woman and second woman have concerning childbirth? Okay, so because of the experiences of first woman and second woman, first woman didn't have a child, and second woman, actually had children when you read the drama. And because of that, they had different opinions. Okay, so the answer is, first woman claimed that childbirth was always profitable, while second woman argued childbirth was not always profitable. Okay, so that was their view, okay, of childbirth. Now, question number 13, why was Eulalie not having a child? Why was Eulalie not having a child? And the answer, she was not ready to have a child. Okay, she was not having a child because she was not ready. She had actually made plans with Ato to delay childbirth, okay, until they were ready. Okay, so question number 14, what does the dilemma of a ghost talk about? All right, what does it talk about? What does the whole story talk about? So the answer, it talks about the return of Ato, that is the main character, with his fiancée Eulalie from the United States of America, and problems which arose as a result of cultural differences. Okay, so this is like a summary of the whole drama. All right, question number 15, narrate Ato's dream in your own words. Okay, narrate Ato's dream in your own words. So in Ato's dream, he saw a boy and a girl singing about a confused ghost as to which direction to go. Okay, that is whether to go to Elmina or go to Cape Coast. All right, so that is about Ato's dream. Now, question number 16, what suggestion did Nana give to Akroma concerning her wife's stomach? All right, so the answer is, he told him to take her to a herbalist in Kofi Krom. All right, so that is about that. Number 17, mention the three major clans stated in the prelude. So before the drama, there's a prelude, and there's a mention of three clans, and then the clans are, we have Obruman Kuma, that is one. 2, we have Odapejan, and 3, we have Osun. Okay. Question number 18. What was Esikom's intention when she gave the gift to Ato and Eulalie? And the answer, she intended to please them with the gifts. Okay. Question number 19. Why did Eulalie throw away Esikom's gifts, and how did that action reveal her character? Okay, so she threw away the gifts because she was disgusted by it. Okay, she didn't want anything to do with snails. All right. Now, the second question is, how did that action reveal her character? Okay, so it revealed that she was disrespectful or unappreciative. All right, so it revealed her character as that. Question number 20. Who was Mansa and Akroma in the story? Who was Mansa and Akroma in the story? Then the answer we have, Mansa is Ato's younger aunt and Akroma is Ato's younger uncle. Okay, so these were characters. Question number 21. What is the conflict in the dilemma of a ghost? Okay, so what is the conflict? Now, the answer is, the conflict arises as a result of the cultural expectations of how a wife is supposed to behave, or the duties, let's say the duties of a wife. Okay, the Ato's family were expecting Eulalie to behave in a certain way, okay, to perform her duties. And since Eulalie had a different cultural background, there was a clash of let's say a misunderstanding. Eulalie was not in support of so many things that they did, and they were also not in support of what she was doing, and this created a misunderstanding, and therefore this is the conflict in the dilemma of a ghost. All right, where did Eulalie come from? Okay, so in the drama we say that Eulalie came from the United States of America. Question number 23. What was Ato's reason for not telling his family the truth about his plan to delay childbirth? Okay, what was Ato's reason for not telling his family the truth about his plan to delay childbirth? His reason was that they wouldn't understand. Okay, so you see that in the Ghanaian or in the African context, once you have a partner, once you get married, people expect you to bring forth a child. Question number 24. What was Ato's family remedy for the childlessness of Eulalie? And the answer is, they wanted to wash Eulalie's stomach with medicine and pour libation to drive away evil from Ato and his wife. Okay, so they didn't know that Ato and Eulalie had actually planned to delay childbirth, and they thought maybe it was as a result of bad luck or something else. So that was what they were trying to do. Question number 25. When did Ato have his dream? Okay, when? So the answer is on a Saturday afternoon. Okay. Question number 26. Who is referred to as the daughter of slaves? Okay, the daughter of slaves. That is Eulalie. I believe it was Nana who referred Eulalie as a daughter of slaves, because she didn't understand what Ato was trying to explain to her about, the slave trade and things concerned with it. Okay. Question number 27. What was Esikom rearing in Ato's name, and why did she sell the sheep? Okay. The answer, she was rearing a sheep and she sold it to save some money for Ato's bride price. Okay. Question number 28. What did Esikom feel about her son returning home with an African American wife? All right. Then the answer, she felt that she was an unlucky soul. Okay. Or simply, she wasn't pleased about it. She wasn't happy about the fact that her son was returning home with an African American wife. Okay. Question number 29. State one proverb in the drama. Okay. Then there is this African proverb: one must take time to dissect an ant in order to discover its entrails. Okay. One must take time to dissect an ant in order to discover its entrails. Then we have the last question here. In the story, who was known to have the hardest mouth in their town, and why was this person described this way? Okay, and then the answer is it was Monka. Okay, Monka, that is Ato's sister. She was described to have the hardest mouth. And what was the reason? Because she was known for talking too much. Thank you very much for staying to the end of the video. I believe that if you're writing exams on the dilemma of a ghost, these are some general knowledge questions which will help you to refresh your memory on the details of the story. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.